What the hell is wrong with them? How can they sit there all night watching Fox News blather on like the dullest broken records? Don't they know that there's all sorts of interesting stuff on TV? Their right-wing heroes are bad actors in both senses, immoral but also cheesy, actors who couldn't act their way out of a paper bag. So why do people keep watching? Did they lose their remote control? And while we're at it, what's up with me? I lap up my influencers too. I listen to the same songs over and over. My entertainment options have exploded, but I keep looping the same stuff. Have I lost my remote control? No, but I do think it's about control. There's a lot of talk about social media lifestyle influencers, but not nearly as much talk about the needs they satisfy. I think it's our appetite for a sense that we're in control, that we've got our shit together, that we've got game, cred, charisma. Self-doubt is debilitating, so we try to avoid it, and the easiest way is through an addiction to lifestyle influencers who've got cred we can imitate. Influencers of all kinds, pop stars, religious leaders, makeup artists, public intellectuals, cult leaders, movie stars, political leaders, they all supply poses we can imitate. They offer huge supply to serve our huge demand. It's a pose economy, posenomics, if you will, the supply of and demand for imitatable poses. Posenomics is everywhere. Teens pose as emo, punk, nerd, hottie, jock, whatever's hot this week. By adulthood, we may have settled into a pose that lasts a lifetime. If we lose our pose, we scramble for another pose. We're all poser understudies mesmerized by influencers. When I've lost a lover, I've looped sad songs about loss. Now, no matter how sad the singers were, there's something dignified, charismatic, even badass about them. For example, the way they'd sing credibly about their victimhood and martyrdom at the hands of some narcissistic ex-partner. I liked that. I needed that. It was like a serving suggestion on food packaging. Serve yourself up to the world like this. Adopt this pose to get your mojo back. Likewise, the laid-off blue-collar worker finds Fox News and adopts the pose of a genius political pundit. The prison inmate adopts a born-again Christian pose. The divorcee buys a red sports car and adopts a young-again badass pose. Imitation is easier than invention. When we've lost our old pose or just want to up our game, we are the demand for poses that influencers supply. Not that we care to admit that we are that demand. See, the pose economy is something of a black market. We lose credibility with ourselves when we admit that we crave credible poses we can imitate. Other people might be lame, needy posers, but not us. Ironically, our poses give us confidence that we're not posers. The pose economy is demand-driven. Trump mesmerized millions, even though he's a one-trick phony, a boring, broken record who does his own makeup badly. As an actor, he's weak. He has no range, but people couldn't get enough of him. To maintain their chosen pose, they needed nightly reminders. Tucker Carlson, Laura Ingraham, the Sean Hannity wannabes, watch them every night like understudies trying to master the Fox News know-it-all sneer. It's like a daily shower. It washes off their self-doubt with a, hell yeah, I am right. My enemies are the ones who should doubt themselves, not me. I don't think we can afford to overlook posenomics any longer. We gotta shine more light on this black market. Many of our cultural battles are little more than conflicts between people who have bought opposing poses. We need these poses we can imitate. All of us do. Imitation is easier than invention, and life is an anxious, white-knuckle ride. I don't begrudge any of us our demand for poses we can adopt. We're social creatures looking for hints on how to be credible. We also need to see our poses for what they really are. We need to keep them from going to our heads, or else I doubt humanity will make it. The worst cults in human history were fueled by people who craved credible poses and lurched towards any pose they could imitate to up their game. And why? Because people be tripping.